What up, YouTube? I'm back again. I got something to talk about. And I thought about the title. I was like, maybe, yeah, I'm going to do this. The title should be, Watch Your Words. But I might change it, though. But seriously, watch your words. I remember back in the day when I was in school and, kids may say something ugly like, oh, I don't like the way your hair is, or your clothes dirty, or, whatever. And, say that little saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words don't hurt me. That's a motherfucking lie. Words do hurt. And I'm telling you, like, it's coming up as a child, your mind is like a sponge. And whatever is being told or said to a child, they absorb it. They absorb it. And if it's very negative, it's going to reflect on that child's behavior. And if it's positive, it's going to reflect on that child's behavior. And I came up in a very negative environment, and it did reflect on my behavior as I got older because, man, I was a straight up A student, honor student, always on the honor roll and stuff. And, hearing all this negative stuff, you're stupid, you're dumb, you crazy motherfucker, and all that stuff, I started accepting those words. And I thought of myself as crazy and dumb. I didn't like to look at myself in the mirror. I didn't like the way I talk. I didn't like to hear my own voice. I started a lot of self-hatred. But, it's amazing that that people take words so lightly. Words are things. You can speak a thing into existence. And people don't realize that. Like, somebody may say, oh man, I'm just tired of this car. This car is a piece of junk. And then when you really need your car for something, that's when the motherfucker really tear up and get junky on your ass. Then you thinking like, man, I don't understand what's going on. I just got this car fixed a week ago. What's going on? It's your words. Watch your words. Your words have power. And people don't realize that words have power. I mean, like I said, when I was a kid, I was exposed to a lot of negative talk. And I end up accepting that shit myself. And I was saying negative shit about myself. But the main thing that we should think about is not what other people say to us, but what we say to ourselves. So, words do hurt. Words can heal and words can hurt. So you got to be mindful how you use your words, because you can say a thing and help a person, or you can say a thing and destroy a person. And that person could be yourself. So, I just don't take my words too lightly. I know I may cuss and all that. That's my damn business. But on a daily basis, I, strive to say a lot of great things about myself. Like I say, every morning I say my affirmations and I start my day off. Because, that's what we all should do. But at the same time, I watch my words. I don't call myself stupid, crazy, or dumb. We all going to make mistakes. Mistakes is part of learning. And if we was put on this earth not to make a mistake, then I'm on the wrong motherfucking planet. But we do make mistakes, and that's part of learning. But yeah, we do have to watch our words. Watch what we say to these little kids. And I look at a lot of little kids that's doing a lot of crazy shit. And I'm like, damn, what the hell going on with these kids? I look at the parents. I look at how the parents talk to these kids. Ray, get your ass away from over there with your bad ass. I'm going to kick your damn ass. I'm going to knock the shit out of you. You crazy motherfucker. You're just like your damn daddy with this no good ass. How's that empowering that child? It's not. It really isn't. So we have to watch our words. Our words are very important. Especially that self-talk. Because, like I said, I used to say a lot of negative stuff about myself. And I never had a positive encounter dealing with negative thinking and negative speaking. I never did. And if something positive did happen, I was so negative, I'd be like, I don't know how long this gonna last. This ain't gonna last too long. Something bad got to happen. Why we got to believe something bad got to happen right after something good had to happen? Why can't we just think good thoughts all the time? It's a habit. Just like you think negative all the time, you can think positive all the time. But like I said, coming up, hearing all that negative shit, we start believing that. We start saying negative stuff about ourselves, and there it is. And things start snowballing. Things start happening, and then we wondering why we can't catch a break. We wondering why every time we turn around, something bad happening. We're creating that environment for ourselves. So everybody out there, watch your words. If you don't believe me, just check out your life. Because that's what I did. I started checking out my life because I like to read. And then I was, I was reading something, and it was talking about your words. And I was like, and I started thinking about a lot of shit that I said that I remember, because I don't remember everything. And when I did that, I was like, oh, that's why this happened. That's why that didn't happen. That's why a lot of things started happening in my life, because of what I believed and what I said. So it's very important. Watch your words. And when you have kids, man, you got to be extra careful with your kids. You got to be extra careful. It's terrible to have a child thinking, he's 5, 6 years old, thinking that he's stupid. Thinking that he's a terrible kid, or thinking that he's bad. That is awful. That's the worst thing to do. And when that kid get about 12 or 13, oh my God, he's so rooted with that negativity. Then you're trying to figure out how to help this child change, and then you're trying to get the youth counselors and shit in there. That child ain't gonna want to hear that shit. You got to go way back when that child was 5 and 6 years old with that negativity. Talking about that negativity. You got to go way back. You got to go back. And if you don't go way back and try to change some stuff and get some stuff together, there's no hope for that child. There's no hope. So, watch your words. Your words have power. Your words have substance. You can either make yourself or you can break yourself. By your words you are blessed. By your words you are condemned. So, the choice is yours. I learned the hard way about negative words and being negative and everything. And I just see that everybody out here on this planet has potential. They have talents. I mean, I see good in people, even though people may not see the good in themselves, and people may be like, well, why that person breaking that person's house, or why that person shoot that person? People do things because of what's on the inside of them. If they don't see themselves good or whatever, it's going to show in their actions. So if you know you're good, then you're going to do good things. If you know in your heart you're bad, which is error thinking, then you're going to do bad things. So watch your words. Watch what you say. Watch the self-talk. And forgive the people that call you stupid and crazy and all that stuff. You got to forgive. I had to do a lot of forgiving. It wasn't easy. It was not easy, but it had to be done in order for me to get over that negative thinking pattern and all that, because I used to think I was fat. I was skinny, and I thought I was fat. And I made that affirmation every day, all the time. And then I would go on these little crash diets because, I got to lose some weight. But if my thinking and my talking was all about being fat, I don't give a damn how much I get on a diet. What I believed the most was going to be the outcome. And I'll gain that weight back and some. But now, I don't even see myself as fat. I really don't. I have changed my way of thinking. And I have lost a lot of weight. I have really lost a lot of weight. And people look at me and they be like, you're not fat. You don't look like you used to be fat. But I wasn't fat, but I was on my way. I was on my way. Because I had to change the way I think and speak of myself. And, things just start changing. Which is great. So, do yourself a favor. Watch your words. It's not going to be easy when you've been negative all your life. Saying negative stuff. and doing an affirmation saying positive stuff. It's not easy because I went to the bathroom. I had my little list of positive words, and I looked at myself in the mirror, and I was saying, "You're smart. You know, you're pretty. You got what it takes." And you know that negative, that ego was like, "You crazy as hell. That shit ain't true." I almost gave up, but I pushed myself to move forward. I almost gave up. I'm serious. I almost gave up. And I pushed myself. And now I can do it. I can look in the mirror and say, "I love you." And it's great. It's the greatest thing. It's just a habit. You just got you breaking one habit and starting another. That's basically it. But yeah, seriously, you know, I know I talk a lot of shit on YouTube and stuff like that, and I just believe that this is a good subject to talk about because we don't watch our words. We'll say a loose thing quick without even realizing it. Like, I have seen people that I've driven around sit there and say, "Oh, I'm just so stupid. I'm just so crazy." And I'm like, "No, don't say that." And then they arguing with me, talking about, "Yes, I am stupid." Okay, you can be stupid. Go ahead. I just don't see stupidity in anyone. And then, you know, I hear people say, "Oh, I'm just a klutz," or "I'm so clumsy," or "I just can't do nothing right." And I'm like, don't say that. Because you end up doing stuff. You end up being clumsy at a time you don't need to be clumsy. You end up messing things up at a time you don't need to mess a thing up. And people just don't realize that idle talk will fuck you up. You know, like they say, the universe doesn't have a sense of humor. It takes everything that you say literally. So you have to be mindful of the words that you say. When people say something like, "Oh, you look professional with your headset on," I say, "Thank you." I have said, you know, somebody had said something on Facebook to my, "Oh, I did this test, I passed this test, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Oh, congratulations, you're smart." "Oh, no, I ain't that smart." Look, fool. And I hate to call somebody a fool. But that's foolish talking. Just say thank you and go on. That's all you have to do is just say thank you. You don't have to debate and let me think that you're not smart. Everybody is smart. It just depends on if you believe you're smart or not. But that idle talk will mess you up. That idle talk will mess you up. And talking, you know, real ugly towards kids in their learning stage, their growing stage, that'll mess them up too as adults. And it's just amazing how I have encountered so many adults that talk so negative towards themselves and about life situations and stuff. And then they be the ones that have the most problems, and they don't have a clue why they are going through what they're going through. You want to put it on the devil. "Oh yeah, there ain't nobody but the devil." No, you're the motherfucking devil. Get your shit together. Get your words together. Get your mind right. And quit blaming some devil when the devil is not making you say nothing. He ain't putting a pitchfork to your ass and making you say you stupid. So you got to be responsible. Watch what you say. Because, you know, what you believe and what you say and stuff, you're making your life out of your yesterday thoughts. Is your today's world. So if you living through hell, going through some bullshit, then that was your thoughts from yesterday, from the yesteryears. Them your past thoughts that's coming to life today. If you living well and stuff, then that's your past thoughts of you living well in your mind. So you create your world through your mind, through the imagination. And if you don't know that, you better know. But watch your words, because it can make you or break you. Word.